game has become so broad and there's so much that people are doing differently that it would be ignorant for me to not to at least try and learn.
Yeah.
It's the switch up, baby.
You swear, church girls? Yo. All right, what it do? It's your boy DJ Switch, the Mixtape King. If you don't know what it do, because now you know, suckers. Yesterday's episode 136. Damn it. Do you know what that means? It means it's 136 episodes. That's about all it means. You know, we've just been here for long enough. Damn, we actually put up a post that we've been around doing this for 3 years. This year is our 3rd year, and shout out to everybody that's tuning, that's caught up with us, and still giving us love for old episodes, new episodes. We really appreciate you guys. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. And this is the first time we actually bring back artist from our first year. Damn. And he's been getting a lot of motion. Huh? He's going to stunt the whole show.
Not even.
Right?
Not
what it
even.
do, Mr. Xavier fucking Thomas?
What it do, my OG DJ
What's going on,
Switch?
bro? What's going on? What's going on?
It's all good. I'm actually happy to be back. It's been a while. And
It has been a while, right? But we've been watching the motion, which has been crazy.
I've also been watching the motion. I see the setup is different.
Yeah, you
Carpets.
came. Yeah, well, now we
know?
got 3 cameras instead of 1 camera. We got a carpet out here. We got a screen out
It's
here.
fresh. I see the lights and everything. It's fresh now.
Yo, when we gotta upgrade, just like you upgrading. You know what I mean?
I'm trying.
So, homie, I met him 3 years ago with his compadre, Mr. Untitled, which is Tabang Lekhodi. He's the DOP for the show, and they
Top
come
dog.
to shoot your shot. He comes to shoot your shot for the first one. You didn't battle that day, right?
Nah, but I did the open mic at the end. We weren't battling at the first time.
Did we have an open mic?
There was an open mic. It was the one where Touchline was there, right? So
Right,
There was an open
right.
mic, but not like a money cipher thing. Just open
Right.
mic.
Oh
go on
yeah,
there,
because
do
we
your
had
thing.
artists, and we also had Tumitladi there. There's a shout out.
Yeah,
All right, we had
Tumitladi,
We had
yeah.
Rouge there. We had P Dot. We had J Hood there as well.
Yeah.
Yo,
But that's the second one that I went to.
was that the second one? Oh yeah, that was the second one, right? So that's the second one, and that was I was trying to figure this whole thing out, and we're on the highway now.
Motion.
We were in the back streets first, and now we're on the highway. We're flying right now. So, bro, I mean, a lot has happened with you. You've been taking the people's taxi fares at all the shoot your shots. Polokwane, Pretoria,
Yeah.
Joburg.
Multiple times in Joburg.
Multiple times in Joburg. Red Bull BCOne.
Multiple times.
2-time BCOne champ now,
Top dog.
right? Yeah.
I don't really get to like flex as much with like the rap cipher stuff. I try and be humble, but here, cause we're here and it's all hip hop here, I'm gonna be like that guy now.
And then countless of calls between the two of us.
For sure.
Just more mentorship than anything else.
For
Just
sure.
just tracking around the game, and I've seen how you've built your brand. You've really now getting the collaborations. Doing your own parties called Just Groove.
Yeah,
with
shout
your
out
team,
Just Groove.
and getting fired from your job.
Eish, that's a tough one. Hey, that's a tough
Right?
one, But it's a blessing in disguise if you ask me with regards to the job chats,
But I mean, the guy's a smart dude. He's a biochemist, right, by profession. So he's got a degree. Homie's smart with it. So if the rap thing don't work,
It has to.
he can sit in the lab and sell drugs.
I mean,
He can cook, Breaking Bad kind of shits. Can you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Yo,
Of
then
course.
we gotta talk.
There's a lot we can cook, but off camera, off camera. But
Give us the rundown for the last 2 years.
the last 2 years,
Yeah, because that's what it's kind of
a lot. Yo, OG, can I tell you one thing? I think the first time I came to Shoot Your Shot and being on the podcast, I think just the first thing that happened was my eyes got opened up, because before coming to the show, coming from where I was from, I had like a bit of love, in my city.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets to your head, right?
Sure.
You think you're kind of good,
Every rapper gets a big head.
Yeah, And then I came to Joburg for school, and then I met some friends.
Right.
I got a little buzz where I was living, and that kind of got to my head. So ever since I got to Shoot Your Shot, I realized, man, I ain't doing nothing.
Sure.
I ain't doing nothing, because I'm
Right.
seeing artists here I saw artists there that I never thought could not be famous at that
Right.
point in time, you know?
Sure.
So then it sort of opened my eyes as to, nigga, you kind of need to step up your game. So that's the first thing in the past 2 years. And ever since that has happened, I've just been a bit more proactive. So I saw the rap ciphers kind of opened up my eyes into freestyling. So that was the first thing I did. I did a whole lot more freestyle videos ever since then, you know, and people were really connecting to that. My brand grew a lot from that. Won that Rockstar Energy competition once upon a time.
Right.
That was also because of the freestyle stuff.
How much you win there? Tell the people.
It was 50K.
50 bands on that, huh?
50 bands. It was me and two other girls.
The reason why I want you to tell them because it's leading up to what's happening this coming weekend.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So you know we gotta really define that sort of little section there because it's such an important thing that we gotta cover because a lot of people don't want to do it. Some people do it.
Yeah.
Some people fall short at it. Some people feel like if I do it once or it's one of those kind of things again.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I think the competition.
So Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar. Yes, sorry, the Rockstar Energy Drink competition.
Mm-hmm.
So when I won that, I won it based off of what I was implementing before, right? Which is more content, more freestyles. And once I won the competition, the work from afterwards, because we had to do a lot of PR stuff, a little some reels, collaboration kind of stuff. So it really opened up my brand. I got a lot of brand development and exposure. That was a first step because now my content was very important then, you know, because these guys want to do collab posts. These guys want you to push their cans and all of these kind of things. So that was a first step of growth because now it's more than just rapping for me. Yeah. Now it's how can you incorporate with corporates or someone who actually wants to sell something else other than the music. Correct. That was a great experience for me. Sure. And then after that, I just sort of had everything locked in, but I got caught up in the content life. Does that make sense? Yeah. So after the competition ended because I had like a 6-month contract with them. After that contract ended, I was a little bit confused for a second because I didn't know where I stood now. Yeah. Am I the content type of, you know,
artist
or am I really like the rapper, sure. You know?
Do people like really mess with my shit?
Yeah, do people really mess with my stuff or do they only really like it when it's attached to another brand? Mm-hmm. When it's attached to something that doesn't last as long, you know? Because the freestyles will be buzzing, but I don't think people are still playing my freestyles from 2 years ago now. Sure. I doubt it. Of course. Know? So I was kind of stuck. My headspace was elsewhere.
And I'm surprised that you guys actually, Tabang told me that you guys actually took my advice.
Yeah, for sure. We always take... Okay, we always take
I don't know about
advice.
Always.
Okay, not always,
right?
But majority of the time we do try and implement a lot of things.
I mean, you took the advice where I said like, look, you got this, you know, I asked you what are you going to do with the money? And I said, hey man, man's over there, he had another idea, you had another idea. So you're obviously, and obviously that's also great partnership because how you split that is also very important.
For sure.
Right? And you know, he got a step up.
Yeah, he got an upgrade. I got an upgrade.
100%,
you know?
but it works in both favors.
I mean, we're still using all our upgrades still today.
Correct. So, you know, you took the bands. He bought tons of equipment, which got him like way loads more work after that, which means it kind of paid him back like triple.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, because most people take like the bands and they go buy drip. They'll go buy
drip,
silly shit.
Grills.
All that kind of stuff,
Taking out the mummies. I didn't even tax him for it, by the way. All the money he's made afterwards, I shop up on. But it's all right. It's all love at the end of the day.
In other words, there's some fine print you didn't read. That's what he's trying to say.
Nah, it's all love, man. That's my boy. That's my boy.
Right? Man. And I think, and it's important because we see these events happen, but then the spend doesn't kind of equate. So you've worked up all to this point, and it's like winning the lotto.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to do with that money.
Yeah,
you don't know how to reinvest it to make it last longer.
For sure.
Right? And he told me when we were having, because we do work together, and we took a drive, and he was telling me like, no man, we took the bands, and I got 1, 2, 3, and I was like, oh, for real? And it's like, yeah, and that's what he got. But it's helped him over the last 2 years, and from him shooting off somebody's iPhone 13 at the time, correct? Shooting off an iPhone 13 to now shooting on cameras
and editing and all of that stuff.
And then getting, working with other corporates over and above, the deal that you guys got.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you move on, and then it's, then you're doing collabs.
Yeah,
right?
Now we're doing collabs now. Now we're doing collabs, we're doing all of these other crazy things. And I think the biggest lesson I kind of heard then, this is actually, I've never said this on camera before, but initially when we had won that competition, they had given us like what they thought was like a content creator package, right? So they had already had like some things that they already wanted to get for me.
Sure.
And one of them was a brand new phone. Like, I don't remember which model it was at the time, one of them iPhones, right? And I'm looking at this. I had a crappy phone, by the way, so it was very
just like,
yeah, it was tempting. But then we sat down and we were like, nah, man, this is not gonna help.
Sure.
And we had to actually decline it. We're like, nah, don't give me this. Don't give me this. I want this and this and this and this, you know? And I think that was important because having to stand your ground in the beginning, if you kind of don't do it in the beginning, you're gonna have a tough time going forward because it only gets tougher, you know?
Yeah.
It's either you compromise more or you stand your ground and people stand with it, if that makes sense. So that was like a big step, you know. The trick was just getting back into making music, you know, because the year after that, that was when I dropped my first proper EP. That was when we did that track together with Caleb.
Correct.
For me, having to take out that EP.
I still didn't get my royalties from that.
Relax, OG, I got you. I ain't gonna take your money. I ain't running nowhere.
Bro, you've been taking people's money.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna take yours. I mean, unless you want a rap battle.
I'm part of those people.
Unless you want a rap battle. Then we can fix it.
In actual fact, I've just been giving you money.
OG, no, don't be like that now. Don't be like that now. It's a business.
I'm listening. That's bad.
It's an economy.
Let's give some claps. It is a business.
All right. So having to take out that EP, it's called Before the Cheddar for those who maybe haven't heard it yet, right? So having to take that out mentally, I had to just draw so much back into me. Just to make music, to make myself, no, I'm actually a rapper, guys.
Sure.
The content and stuff is just to help the brand and supplement it, you know. I had to tap into the music side, but I don't know, I feel like 2023 was a bit of an imbalance, you know.
Well, you had to manage your work at the same time, you know. So
and managing work, because that was the first time, I mean, where I was working, the 9 to 5, I've been working there since 2023 till last year, right?
Sure.
So that was the first time now 9 to 5 comes into play. How much time you have on your hands to make music.
Because you got to prioritize the 9 to 5. You studied for it. You got to at least kind of
recoup a little bit of that back. And I won't lie, at the time, it was really coming in handy because after that 50K bag, there's no bag anymore.
No, right, 100%.
And that kind of, the span was sort of supporting the music now, you know?
This is a big chat for the people who are working and they don't know how to balance it because you can get comfortable in getting 9 to 5 money. Especially when you're not making money off music.
Yeah, for sure. Very
you know what
comfortable.
I mean? So you kind of like, damn, you know, I'm not making money off music right now, so I still got my job. So I've got a place to stay. I can eat. I can
entertain
mommies.
Get a little drip, you know. It's just a little.
But you're asking me for clothes. Okay, but anyway.
OG, off cam.
This guy wants all my. No, my shit's still dope. My shit is like mint. That's why homie's like, yo, man.
OG, thing is, I see you pull up every now and then with the drip. And I'm like, this is my OG, but
we'll talk about that off camera. Right. So, and then, you know, 2022, we do the qualifier, right? 2022 or 2023?
I think it was 2020. I think it was last year. You mean Redull qualifier?
Yeah, the first one.
Redull qualifier was last year early, like Jan. Like, you mean the one here in Newtown? Right?
The first was in Newtown.
Yeah, the first one.
And then we do the actual show.
Yeah, the actual show now.
At Shine Studios.
Was it Shine Studios?
That was Shine Studios in Brum, yes. Yeah. Right? Shine Studios, we do we go up against Caleb and Samora.
Oh, that was so fun.
Right?
Look, both of those that we did, the one in Newtown and the one in Brum,
right?
Both of those were very, very fun. Like,
right.
Because now it just felt, I don't know, I've done the money ciphers.
Sure.
I don't know, but at Redull, it just feels like you're representing more. It's almost like, it feels like the best of the best from the platform.
We just got to speak about these damn bars because homie's got like these writtens, right? But he shares his brews and like because I'm hosting the show.
I finesse,
man's pulls up in Polokwane. Now obviously they don't know him there, so he's like, well, I'll just pull out the old shandies there, like the recycled shit, and then he chows them there. He takes their money, and it's like every time you come to these events, you're taking people's money.
Let me clear the air with that, right? So here's the trick, all right? I'm a put this out there.
You're gonna school him. Let's hear this.
It's literally all about delivery, right? So, I mean, of course, I've got some verses that I know front to back. I've been rapping them for so long since I was a kid, right?
You've been rapping these verses.
But the trick now is muscle memory, right? So,
man is coming now with the story. But you see, this is what biochemists do. You know?
That's actually Jay-Z. I heard that from Jay-Z. I think the track was from the Blueprint. It's called Lyrical Exercise. Yeah, he calls it muscle memory, right? And Jay-Z, we all know he goes off the dome, right? But what I do is I look at my competition, right? I feel the energy you're bringing, and I monitor what it does to the crowd. All right.
Yeah, well, we're going to speak about that too.
You know, I feel like I take what you're giving me, I monitor what happens to the crowd, and then I work off the top from there. And by off the top, I mean, I'll take 4 lines from this verse.
Well, correct.
And I'll take 4 lines from this
I
verse.
know this because
you know what I mean?
I see it all the time.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
do this all the time. Yeah.
I'll take 4 lines from here, I'll take 4 lines from here, and I'll take here. And then in between, I might just say something that attacks you right now.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's not really...
To bring it, it's not really a battle.
It's, you know what I mean?
If you think about it, just like taking these verses, and I mean, people have got these verses. These,
of course, everybody does.
Wada, I kill you, what, and I hit your BI, and I'm like, okay, so bring those verses now. It's time
bring
to
them now, you know,
to bring, and then you forget them
and
because
then you forget them, or you realize that maybe here it's not really what I thought it was, you know, because once you're head to head with the person and the crowd is there, that's what you can really tell. Did that bar really slap?
Yeah,
like,
did it
when
really
I wrote it?
hit?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Because you're there at home thinking, oh,
this is fire.
it.
So that's why the trick is just monitoring the crowd.
Yeah.
And looking at your opponent.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about delivery. You guys got to be MCs. You know,
and and you got to learn to be an MC then, as opposed to being a rapper.
Yes,
you know, you gotta become.
yes.
And I hear this all the time when people come to the show. No man, Switch, I left this rap battle stuff back then. Blah blah. I'm like, bro, come
you're
on.
You're always gonna rap battle, man. That thing doesn't leave you. If you're an MC, you're an MC.
You know, and I say, well, look, and one thing, like you said, it is that what do you say, lyrical training,
lyrical exercise, muscle memory.
You're right.
Go listen to Jay-Z lyrical exercise. Right. That's an exercise for your homework.
Right. So it's that kind of thing to see how fluent you stay, because this also helps you with remembering your shit on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of people forget
their own lines of songs
on
stage.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did you forget your words?
You
know what I mean?
The song. You wrote the song.
Let's give us claps for that, because that's exactly what it is, right? So and you know, I looked at how you do this, and you know, you've won multiple money ciphers, and we just cooked that thing because I thought it was a fun thing to do
for sure
after the performances, because you've seen people come, and now homie doesn't come to the workshops no more because he's got me on speed dial. So like, yeah, I'll just show up for my performance, or I'll just show up for the rap battles, or you come and you're like, maybe I can take some money home today.
Okay, can I tell you the truth?
You lost one though.
One.
You've only lost one. Everyone that you've attended, you've only lost one.
I've only lost one, and even then, man, it just caught me on an off day, man. I wasn't feeling too nah. My girl had just left me, you know.
Oh, I remember that one.
I was going through it, you know. So
I remember that one.
But otherwise, and look.
Didn't we go drink after that?
Yeah, we did.
At your raise?
Yeah, we did.
Or was that after? No, that was after Just Groove.
No, that was after Just Groove. That's
another chat.
That's another. We gotta tap into that, right? But
yeah.
Can I tell you some facts? I don't skip the workshops, all right? It's just the people. Tabang. The people I be coming with.
Skipped because he has me on. Now he can call me and be like, yo, OG.
No, OG.
Blah, 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 OG.
It's the people I be
don't even get called like my name now. Now it's just OG.
Yeah, that's my OG, yo.
So I don't know what. It's like, all right, okay.
No, check. It's because, as you know, I don't like coming to shoot your shot on my own, right?
Nah, it's like this is what happens when you're getting some. Getting some, so like, I'm gonna show up at my time I'm supposed to perform, you know. So, you know, I've done the shit.
It's not me.
So it's like, let them go through it.
I swear.
You know, I've ticked off some stuff. You know, I've got at least one stripe over here and one stripe here. So I'm not a general, but I'm an officer.
I'm a sergeant a little, you know.
Right.
It's really the people that I'm coming with. So the people that I bring don't understand that, yo, dude, we want to arrive there early.
Right.
And
but
have
also
it's
a long day. It is a long day.
It is a long day, you know.
And you also use that to your advantage. This guy comes to like rent a crowd to cheer for him.
I don't rent a crowd, all right?
By the way, you're the only one who actually brings hands to the show.
Hey, yo.
Take some notes.
Y'all got that on cam, right? Shout out.
Unless dudes are coming with their girls, then, you know, but you bring some extras.
I bring extras.
Some eye candy for the other brews.
And it's never the same. It's never the same.
Oh, well, now you know.
It's never the same.
Well, now the other hands know. you know, there's the A squad and the B squad and
man.
the rest.
No, man, they're all family, man. They're all
And
just friends.
I think that's great because, you know, it's a good thing. It's also part of like marketing and promotion.
For sure.
You know, that, you know, if you can ensemble like, you know, at least a group of people that kind of support you, that want to be with you and chill with you for the day.
Yeah.
Because if they kind of cheer, homie goes and he does his little splurge, like, all right, I got the riders, guys. I'll pay for it because I won the rap battle.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it goes...
It becomes a fun thing. Becomes a fun thing, you know, like if we all cheer
We're
and
all
we can
gonna
potentially
drink.
win, we can all do some fun afterwards, you know. I mean, now, look, in the beginning, I won't lie, in the beginning, the money from the money ciphers would either, I mean, of course, some of it would, you know, go down a bottle or two. But in the beginning, I remember we shot a video once. We had to go to
Why
Soweto.
would you need to shoot a video? You've got Tabang. He's got all the equipment.
Yeah, but then we didn't have transport on the day, props. There was quite a few people who had to bring their food. So we used that money to get that stuff done, you know? Yeah, man, I mean, it's not, you know, all for fun and games. But now,
It's fire.
it was a little bit easier, obviously, with the 9 to 5 because you know, your responsibilities are sorted. So you can just take the money and,
Right.
you know? But ideally, for every rapper, I think you just should have some supporters, even if they're not girls, right?
Yeah.
But ideally, if you have people that are showing you love, you can also like reciprocate the energy. Well,
Sure.
this guy's always reposting my stuff on the gram.
Right.
Send him a DM.
Right.
Yo, what's up, dog? I've got a show this weekend. You know, do you want to come through?
Right.
You know, and that doesn't. You don't have to be a smamani to do that.
Correct.
You know, like take that little
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully. No, respectfully. But you know, you take the little that you have. It's
Yeah.
not like you have no supporters. Even if it's 2 or 3, start with those 2 and 3. Make them feel like they're a part of
Correct.
what they're supporting, as opposed to just you being there and whatnot.
Right.
That's important for anything. Even if you're going to shows, even if you're competing anywhere. Once someone feels like they're attached to your brand, it's so much easier.
They become invested in it, right?
Yeah, they
and then
become
we fast forward, and then, you know, you've got Just Groove,
Yeah,
which is like, you know, you and a collective, you'll build this little party, and you get to perform them, which means like you kind of like promoting your music.
it's booking myself, all right, and
That's the rule, right?
and that's kind of where it started with the whole Just Groove thing. It's so dope because you're actually there from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So it was really just an idea of, you know, man, let's book ourselves, all right? Let's book
If you're
ourselves.
not getting booked, you book yourself.
Book yourself.
That's the kind of like the golden rule. Shout out to Devon J. You know, that's like just stuck with me, and you know, that's just a kind of like, if you're an up and coming artist and you're not getting bookings, book your damn self.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, get a collective, throw a party, and then you get to perform at your own party.
On top of that, when you're hosting your own events, you sort of have control on the audience that comes.
Right.
It's not that everyone that goes out clubbing or to a party wants to hear piano. There are people that want to hear hip hop and just experience.
Yeah, I mean, you'll mix it all. You'll mix it up.
I mean, of course, we cater our events a certain kind of way because
Sure.
we know our
kind of
friends
people.
and the kind of
Yeah.
people that we want. But ideally, any kind of, like what the callers are doing.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
You can bring the audience that actually can gravitate towards your music.
Yeah.
And then that's just like, if you have 100 people there, you dictate what they listen to.
Sure.
So if they've never heard your song,
You can
that's
now-
that's a chance for you to give 100 people a taste of your new song. And if they like it, if it's out, obviously you'll Shazam.
But
or
not only
whatever.
now, you're not like inviting them to a studio session, or they're not listening onto their phone, but now they're actually seeing you perform it
Yeah,
live.
they're seeing you do
Yeah.
it, you know. And one thing I like, when you start off things, I think we started Just Groove unintentionally.
The first one was in Greenside.
Yeah, the first one was in Greenside. Shout out
Yeah.
to DJ Switch, man. DJ Switch was our first headliner at Just Groove.
Yeah,
The
that was a
first-
fun one.
That was a
I
fir-
remember that.
It was
That
our
one-
first headline, and we also
We
had
went back to the Riz and drank some
yeah,
more.
we had a powerful punch there.
A badass punch.
And on top of that, we also took artists that we met and made
Yeah.
connections with from the platform,
Correct.
if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's how it started. And now, like when you start, I'm sure when the Kwela started Kwelfontein, they didn't know that the event itself could potentially be something that stands on its own other than just the Quellas.
Yeah.
Something similar with us. Now we're kind of dealing with the
We're just
situation
waiting for the
of-
next Just Groove. Bro.
yeah,
Come on.
you know,
what I mean?
wait. Hey man, we're gonna drop dates for that soon.
Right.
But ideally, you when you start off something small with good intentions, you'll never know how big it might become in the end.
You've got to do it like it's gonna be big in the end anyway.
Yeah, you
right?
gotta think. You gotta think.
You gotta think, but you start off small. You know, don't just throw like 100K and hope it's gonna make you a million.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
and that's kind of like people have this like get rich quick mentality, like, yo, let's just throw a party
And
and,
then
we'll make all this bunch of money, and it's like, oh, you got a lot of cost you got to deal with.
We've lost a lot of money
Right,
hosting Just
dealing
Grooves.
dealing with the managers themselves.
Yeah,
I'm
now
sure.
you and also like that's also kind of where you learn how artists are, hey?
For sure.
Oh my gosh, we can be so much admin. Oh my
Yeah.
word.
Then you got
Oh my
you get
word.
Flo Jones, and I don't know which one you get. Flo
Yeah,
Jones.
we got Flo Jones, we got HEEM,
Right.
We've had Uncle Party Time,
Sure.
Phantom Steez,
Oh yeah, Uncle Party Time. That was that Brom, just
Brom.
above.
just above the other one.
Homeground.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Who else am I leaving out, dog?
You guys at
Zero
Seru.
Easy, Seru. We haven't had Trusted yet. We're yet to have Trusted. There's someone else I'm leaving out.
You had Pillar Boy K.
Pillar Boy K. We've had Pillar Boy K. We've had Seru. Who? DJ Socks.
Oh
We've
yeah,
had
Socks was the one I was at. Yeah.
Yeah, Socks as well.
I got lit at that one too.
That one was proper. That one was too much. So
I was at Homeground.
And it keeps getting better, and it puts a bit more pressure on us to make the next one better. But that's good. I mean, that's work
Good,
anyway.
yeah.
You know.
And I love the way you guys, you curate it. You do like you brand it, you make tees, you make hats, whatever, and you put the lineup on the tee. So it's kind of like a personal touch, which is great.
It's like a billboard. In
Yeah.
fact, it's just that it's in the laundromat. I was actually gonna wear.
Well, I'm glad you
it's-
didn't wear it because you keep doing the damn thing everywhere you go.
Yeah, man. It's marketing, man. It's marketing. Akira, you don't want to give me clues.
But anyway, right? So then then you move on. Now you're getting collabs with La Cabra.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got Flo Jones.
Yeah.
These are all now working in your favor because you're creating this brand, and you've got an entity, you've got a party going that So when you do have that party, you can say, hey, I've got this party as well. Let's launch the song at this party, or let's launch some of these things at these events, right?
You cracked the code.
All right, and then of course then you're winning the freestyle battles, and now Red Bull's picking you up personally, or they're hitting you up in the DMs and saying, bro, pull up.
Now there's no switch in the middle, man. Now. Shout out to Red Bull, man. We appreciate that, man. We love it.
Yo, man, I'm still the plug. You feel me? Those are my people. You feel me? And I was like, hey, well, let's give him a
Hey,
let's give him a
Red
shout
Bull,
out,
man. Shout out, man. That's family.
So now, and I mean, this is part of the journey, right? It's people want to be working with the brand like tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And it's like you've worked your way to it, and I mean, remember, you were the first time with us on this whole journey with Red Bull. So at the ciphers, the qualifiers, at both finals.
At both finals,
right?
yeah.
We they just said, yo, come try this out, and it's working. And it's a platform, and it's like, we flipped it now at the last one. We had some heavyweight. Yo, shout out to Ilya Mean.
Yo.
Shout out to Optic Nerve, and shout out to Blaze, man.
Yo.
Illy. Yeah, Illy is a reservoir
Illy.
dog. He's
Illy-
it.
There's one thing that Illy told me after the battle in the final. I mean, he gave me love, and all of that. But he said two things. He said, firstly, this is not the last one. I'm coming back. So I know for a fact that
There's a good rematch. There's a good rematch. We can
I'm just putting
expect.
this out there so that at least you
We'll
know.
do it
right?
at the shoot your shot when you're back.
Shout out, because I'm gonna be back. All right. And then the last thing he said was literally, "My guy, there's more of us."
Yeah.
And I took that so deep in the context of, damn man, there are still people that value
The rap
this
cypher.
part, of the rap.
You said this was gonna be your last one, and you're like, "Yo, bro, OG, I might come back." And I'm like,
yeah,
cool, bro.
I thought it was my last time up until I realized how much I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy it.
But it's
man.
Remember, everything you do kind of it's an Eminem story.
Oh yeah.
It
For
is
sure.
it's an Eminem
8 Mile.
8 Mile story where you kind of like the more you do it in different, and remember, we're doing it in different spaces.
Polokwane was
Polokwane?
I almost lost it in Polokwane as well.
You almost lost it there, right? So you building in Polokwane. So now the people that we had in Polokwane, then we have the people in Joburg, Pretoria. We have yet to go to the Val, which means you'll miss the one this weekend in the Val.
Yeah.
And and those kind of things, right? So you building different pockets, which is ideally the idea that we've always had to string along some artists to come with us different areas, and you get to build yourself in that area because we creating a market. And shout out
there.
to everybody that's coming out there, because this is the idea. We're connecting everybody, building in different markets, and whoever wants to tag along can come along.
And I think that is the most important thing,
Yeah.
because I mean, like you said, no one knew me in Polokwane.
Sure.
But after we left in Polokwane, shout out to Pablo Tritao.
Hey, Pablo Tritao.
I've collabed with Pablo Tritao on his EP.
Yeah.
It dropped earlier on this year.
Yeah.
There's other artists from Polokwane that I'm also still working with. You know, we touched down in Pretoria. I made connections with
Jay Styles,
Marcy, you know, and Marcy and I have a track together. Jay Styles and I have like 2 tracks out together, you know. And well, I haven't been to Cape Town, but Samora came here for the Red Bull.
Fire.
We have music together, you know.
So
and
now,
I think that's the most important thing.
And then we fast forward because now we speak about, and I think this is why I want you to come back, because I think it's such an important thing, because now you've competed in these competitions, right? And a lot of people go, they just want us to get them followers. They just want us to do this. Like and it does feel like, they just want free marketing so we can be on their shizness, whatever, you know. And it's like, ideally, that is kind of part of the marketing.
Of course.
Right? But it also gives you the opportunity. You won 50 stacks. You did, you did the Rick Ross show, which is happening this weekend in Durban.
Shout out Boss.
Right? So you get this, right? Anything else you did?
It's the Red Bull. It's the Shoot Your Shots. It's Rick Ross.
But we're not a competition, though.
Okay, but there's competitors, right?
Right. The freestyle battles.
Yeah, the freestyle
is the only competitive part we have.
Right. And then it's Rick Ross, and then last year I didn't really do a lot of competitions. Last year I was just tapped in on dropping fire music.
Yeah, I mean, shout out, Shugela is like my favorite one. You know,
shout out, OG.
That's like kind of your sound, and you're also dropping something now.
Yeah.
You just also tomorrow you'd have dropped you're dropping the visualizer
visuals,
for him.
yeah, with
right
him,
for
yeah.
him, right? That's this is part of the previous trip they did to Durban.
Yeah.
So you took advantage of that
for sure.
But also the crazy part is that you paid your own way to Durban to compete.
Yeah.
And now you've now picked up new management.
Yeah.
And you're performing at the main show.
Yep.
See, these are kind of things people don't get. It's like, if you're
man.
serious about this, you're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Right? So the competition level, it's like people always go, and obviously now we've seen you meet with Marcy, and Marcy did Cotton Fest.
She's going to be, Cotton Fest.
She did Cotton Fest.
And she was also with us
right?
at Rick Ross.
She did Rick Ross. Right, so on the first round of Rick Ross, she was with you, and now you got a song together. So
shout out Marcy, man.
So shout out to people who are doing these things, and obviously there's the sports scene competition, right, which is also like kind of big because you can take away 100,000 there.
Yeah.
So it is big, and you could leverage off, and I think Venus Rap said this the best, is that you get a lot of PR.
Yeah.
Right, you get a lot of PR. You run with it, especially when it's like corporate brands behind that, because it puts that on your biography. You can flex on that for real. It's a solid flex.
And I think one thing I also want to put out there: the first Shoot Your Shot we came to, we didn't have no money. All right, we had no money to get there, right?
Niggas, y'all weren't looking like you're looking today.
You know what I mean? But
you know what I mean?
But fast forward till now, what you mentioned, that's why I feel like it's so important that I took myself to go and compete in Durban. All right. The energy has not changed.
Sure.
We dug from our own pockets to come to the first Shoot Your Shot, which was a cheaper trip, ideally, right?
Did y'all come from Limpopo that day?
Nah.
I was about to say, y'all was staying on res that day.
Yeah,
Damn,
so
come on.
It was a shorter trip, but there still wasn't like any real showcase of how we're going to get
These kids had no swag for shit.
No swag? That's a bit too much, though. Zero swag? Swag?
Tabang, pull up the photos, bro. I know you got photos. I know you got the footage. I know you got a couple of... I know.
You're hurting my fans' feelings by saying zero swag?
You had zero swag, bro. I remember you in a golfer. You were here. This was probably the most excited artist in the room. And he was just like, man, I'm here for all of this. He was absorbing, and it was funny.
It was fun.
And now I got to deal with the diva he is today.
I'm not that much of a diva, OG. Come on.
That's what happens when artists are blowing up, right? In the beginning, when I call, they'll pick up. Now it's like I call and it's like, I'll reply like a day late.
No, you see, OG, it be getting...
I almost didn't get you for this interview.
Nah, there's no way you're not going to get me for the interview.
But anyway, so now you're picking up new management. You're doing Rick Ross. You're performing for Rick fucking Ross, the big boss.
And I'm going to feature in his music video that he's going to be shooting here in South Africa. So, watch out for that. Watch out for that.
Okay, so there's a lot more happening out there.
Yeah, we cooking.
So these guys are leaving me because we're doing Shoot Your Shot this weekend also in the Val. So we're doing this. I got to take my shots out here because I'm pissed. Right? So they're leaving me to go see Rick Ross, and that's all right. That's all right.
But you remember we once had this chat.
I told Tabang it's gonna happen.
We once had this chat that, you keeping my boy busy for a while, and I told you that it's fine. I'm gonna make myself more busy.
Touche. That was a real chat.
It was a real
I said
chat.
like, yo, you like, yo, I mean, he my boy. I said, yeah, but right now he's busy.
Yeah, thing is, I couldn't hate on that. I couldn't hate on the fact that, my boy has been traveling, and I couldn't hate on that. He had to work. I just had to tell myself that, well, I guess I gotta level up as well, so that
There you go.
so
There you go.
that whatever he's getting from you, you can maybe also get it from me. It'll just be a matter of choice.
Well, he's improved. That's where all the visuals start looking dope. He's
Oh,
shooting
yeah, for
dope.
sure.
All those kind of ideas, come out because, once again, it's like, well, I don't know where our social media manager has gone to, but it's the school of the hard knocks out here.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
kind of learn. It's like this university, and they know this university it's a very expensive university,
Very.
right? And
Very.
it's the one you can't get.
Nah.
It's like, and you got to choose your mentors wisely because you can get a bad mentor, you can get a good mentor. And, luckily, we're just in because I'm just willing to share the information, and it's like, oh, don't do this, do that.
Yeah.
But I'll say like, no, do it anyway so you can fail.
Yeah, and just sort of learn it yourself. I mean,
And not do it again.
yeah, right?
Right. That's the idea. So, it's amazing to see what, and for me, I've always pictured you as my kind of like a protege for Shoot Your Shot.
Shout out, OG.
And how you progress because the mentorship really shows
Yeah.
in what it's been doing and how it's working. It's unfolding in front of a lot of people's eyes. And, it's just like, well, he's taking the mentorship.
Even the performance way, I know you are not always the easiest to please with
I'll never be the easiest.
performance and music, right? And I think that's also something I also want to share on this platform, right? It's just, I don't know, like you said, you could have a good mentor, you can have a bad mentor, right? I think make use of anyone you feel like can be a mentor,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much other artists hit
Even
you
like
up.
working
Yeah.
colleagues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how much other artists hit you up, right? But I know that me staying in contact with you, even if I didn't want you to physically put your hand on something and help it,
Right.
but just hearing what you have maybe experienced and what you think might be best
Yeah.
has worked in my favor because I know my performance game has went up. You can ask anyone that's been there from the beginning. If I'm doing a 10-minute set, by the time I'm done, I am sweating because I'm shouting at the top of my voice.
Well, I
I'm
know
running
why that is,
I'm
though.
running around aimlessly. I'm trying to turn everyone up. And then I would notice my performance is getting better whereby the performance is over and I'm not sweating, but the people are still entertained. Does that make sense?
I mean, the aim is not to sweat.
Ideally,
Right?
right?
Yeah.
And similarly with the music, guys, switch. Yo, my word. I don't know how many of y'all send switch your music. This guy is not
I'm
easy
that
to
guy.
impress, man. Like you said, he only likes Sugar, and he's been hearing all my tracks ever for the past 3 years.
But you're dropping this new EP now, right?
I'm dropping this new EP now, and I'm
Well, we
dropping this
gotta
new track now as well.
We gotta speak about the mix and master on that thing because I think it's not right. It's not
Don't
right.
worry. It's a draft.
It's not right.
It's a draft.
But it's not right.
It's a draft.
The one you sent me is not right.
Akiri Flower's not here.
But it's not right. Okay?
Right.
That's the point. I don't care who's mixing it.
All right.
Right? It's not right. It's yeah. But anyway, we'll
It's
speak
aight,
about
that's
that.
aight, we'll chop.
So all right. So what is this? What is this tape called?
So the track is
Well,
supposed to
HEEM is dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, HEEM is gonna be dropping,
Right.
right? And HEEM is just that's just me opening up the year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with all of this motion this year, I haven't really dropped anything music wise. And I think HEEM is the perfect one because I kind of feel like I'm him right now
Yeah.
a little bit. And then
It
this
spells HEEM.
yeah, this is
Right.
him, like him,
Right.
him.
But
right?
I like Focal, which is the other joint.
So this, right?
Exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exclusive, right? But soon, right? So this new tape, I'm thinking of, look, it's gonna be called Not For Sale. I know you're trying to do like a Black Friday kind of thing. So in my head,
Right.
in my head, Black Friday clicks Not For Sale. So this new tape is gonna be more tapped in on getting your bag and being aggressive.
Right.
The whole tape is just structured around, yo man, fuck you, pay me.
Right.
And if you're not gonna pay me, it's alright. I'm
I
chill
know
at
where
home.
this is coming from.
I mean, it's kind of.
He's tasted the money now. when you start tasting that showman, you kind of like, damn, I just gotta do a few more. of
I
these
want to do a few more, and I
because
think
that's like rent money. That's more than rent money.
the moment you leave school or the moment you sort of have to start fending for yourself, you start realizing how how strict you have to be with your business,
Yeah,
how strict you
yeah,
have to be
yeah.
with what takes you out the house. Because I've left the house so many times and I've come back and I was like, that was a waste of my money. That was a waste of my time. And I don't want to experience that anymore.
Right.
So that's how that tape is structured. It is structured around the money, but more especially on self-worth and knowing what you want for yourself.
You gotta create the demand though.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta create the demand.
Gotta create the demand. So one
so
thing
that you can supply it,
so
you can get paid.
the tape is only one aspect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dropping singles every month this year.
Okay.
Every month I'm gonna be dropping
And you
singles.
said freestyles, right?
And freestyles. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna be a whole lot more aggressive. I'm just not gonna put too much pressure on myself. I think this tape is the most pressure I'm gonna put on myself.
Sure.
You know, I want that to come out nice, you know. But everything else, I just want it to be free flowing. Whatever I'm fucking with, I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
I'm gonna drop it.
Sure.
I'm tired of this thing of I dropped Taste the Cheese in December last year. And immediately when it came out, that's when I realized I never had a vault in the first place. All the music I thought was dope, it feels like it's all gone now. And now I'm just getting into the context of, you know what? There's not supposed to be a vault anyway.
Sure.
Make the music, drop it. Make the
Correct.
music, drop it. Screw this whole thing of in the vault.
Or the perfect time.
Take out your music, and that's kind of my energy this year.
I like that, man. I think, you know, the growth is definitely, I mean, you're gonna go watch this interview and then go watch the previous interview and be like,
actually. I might even start with the old one, and then.
well, you'll see
come
how
to the new
excited
one.
you were. Even like I said, there was no drip. Right?
We can even cut we can take this all down, man.
Even
I'm
you
not
see
gonna
like the
stand for
set.
this.
The set is nice. You're gonna look like you got some flavor. You know? Right? We'll sprinkle some aromat on you or something.
Nah, man, I'm fresh now.
And you know, I get that, and it's a good thing because you understanding your worth right now. So you're getting the bag, you are realizing that, there's something happening where, you know, you're seeing this. So you're like, oh, you can make a living off this.
You really, really can.
And because when you're seeing where the streams come in, and then you can see that, okay, there's this stream, there's that stream, there's this stream.
Yes.
So you can sort of gauge and see like, okay, well, this is how this thing
Works. And this is more or less how much I can gain from it.
Right.
If I push this, that means I can do more of this. If I
Right.
can push this income, I can get more of this.
So, you know, you've kind of dabbled in the spectrum of like how to get out there, how to make it work. So, you know, the competitions, working with corporates, doing live shows, doing big. Now you're going to do you're opening up for Rick Ross, bro.
That's by the way, that's 2 festivals less than a year.
Right. Oh, yes. You also did Back to the City. Shout out to
2 festivals less
to
than
the team.
2 international acts.
Yeah, well. Oh, yeah. You did Benny the Butcher. So it's Benny the Butcher.
Bruh.
Right? You did. Well, I mean, it's just Back to the City. It's an international event in South Africa. People don't understand that.
Right?
And that's actually it. Performing
actually
at Back to the City is a big thing. It's still a big thing, even for myself.
I was shaking.
I can imagine.
I was shaking before I went on stage.
Right.
You know?
And you know, so you're the first protege, and it's part of our little thing that we do here is to push the talent out to these festivals. Yeah, I mean, you know, Cotton Fest, if you can give us the opportunity to push some artists, but you know, we don't have anybody Cotton Fest, but we do have somebody at Back to City.
Yeah.
But also, if I do get a recommendation, I can recommend and say, hey, Red Bull, try these guys, or try this guy, or try this female, or you know, whatever the case may be, you know. And when I say guys as a whole, right? And you know, and that's the thing about, you know, building your brand. I think also keeping your brand kind of very clean. Is another thing, you know, we gotta like focus on, because I think the one thing I always kind of miss in the workshops, and I don't mention this, is that when you start building your brand and you start working with corporates. Now, if you show up at shows and you're holding a purple bottle on stage, it deflects against you, because the corporate's not seeing you there, even if it's your homies. Because remember, association by
show me your friends.
You feel me? That can work against you
all the time,
right? And people don't get it. Like, yo, man, do that shit at home, man, and keep it at home. Let your friends tell them, bros, we'll do this shit at home. But if I'm here and you know I'm working with the corporate now, yo, let's respect the space
and the opportunity.
100%, you know, and let's make sure that, you know, we're here to do the job, and then we can do whatever afterwards.
Yeah, you know
what I mean.
You know, for me, that's one thing I've sort of learned along the way as well, that professionalism is
another level, huh?
And it's
I mean, now it's difficult. I gotta call the manager
to get me.
Yeah, I gotta call him and yo, can you make sure your boy's there? Nah, he'll be there. That's right. That's great stuff. And it does take a little bit off your shoulders because
it really, really does.
you're not responding, you're not sending biographies, you're not sending photos. So, you just could have, shout out to Ellen. He's really on it.
Shout out Ellen,
right?
man. That's my boy.
But now he's got new management.
Yeah, but he's still my boy. I got tenders for him, subcontracts. I'll give him.
Gosh, right? And then you've got your photography team. So you've got the whole setup, and then you've got and then you've got producers. You've got other brews you want to bring on board. But there's gotta be one guy running in the front. There's gotta be a Hussein in the front before he brings the rest of the Jamaican team with him. You understand me? So that's kind of cool. I wanted to bring you back to see I've been watching the progression, all those kind of things, and I remember one time you said like, no, I don't want to do freestyles anymore, I don't want to be that brewer. And I said, well, go back, look at Kane Kid.
Hey, shout out Kane
look
Kid,
at Kane
man.
Kid, right?
Hey,
let's guys, people feel me like freestyle, I'm a rapper. I say, bad guy.
Well, I mean,
bad guy.
I mean, you decided to rap.
Now he's nominated for 4 awards.
I mean, 4 awards. He's got a plaque on the way.
And there's a plaque coming.
Leave that man alone, man. Leave that man alone. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing, man.
So, like I say, it's all about seeing if the reigning Money Cypher champ can still do it for TV.
Oh.
We're about to get into that time. So HEEM is coming out. Is it singles that you're going to be dropping from what I got?
Yeah, so this is one single.
Okay.
It's a separate single. And there's going to be another single coming out after that. It'll probably be the next month, so it'll probably be May. Yeah, since this is just
this is May.
We're
in May now.
So it'll be towards end of May. Yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah, so it'll be towards end of May, and then same with every other single after that. I'm not gonna leak any dates for the tape.
Okay.
I want that to polish up and finish, but you can definitely expect it this year, and just a whole lot more collab tapes.
Sure.
I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of collabs this year. I think I wanna spread branches and learn from other people.
Right. I mean, you've been doing that a lot though.
Yeah, but then I think now I just want to focus on that. I just want to focus on learning, because the game has become so broad and there's so much that people are doing differently that it would be ignorant for me to not to at least try and learn.
Yeah. I mean, you learn how difficult it is just to get a collab.
Yeah, just to get a collab in the first place.
It was a bit tough.
It was very, very tough, But I mean, the more you do it, the more you try and apply yourself, the more you also go outside, is the easier it also gets. So that I'm just going to be doing collabs, man. Send me DMs, guys. Send me beats. I'm also working with different producers as well. But ideally, this whole year, we're doing collabs.
Okay. And on that note, we got Correction Beats on the beat pack, and hopefully the guy's gonna murder this.
Get a little closer to this. Can I take this up? Okay, sorry. We'll make it work.
Well, you can try to take it up. Take it up.
This side, man. All right, that should be now.
All right, cool.
Short Kings, man.
Loaded stacks. Right, so it's happening out in Durban this weekend. XAVIER fucking Tom is gonna be out there. He's gonna be on stage at Moses Mabhida, right?
Moses Mabhida Stadium.
Stadium, bro.
VIP.
Stadium status.
VIP. Boss. Huh?
This is probably gonna be the first time he gets a proper accreditation.
Or
access.
I was at Back to the City too, man. Come on, Ochi, don't be like that. Red Bull too.
You enter Banga like little kids. You're really excited about this shit.
I'm still young, man.
I'm talking about you, bro. These dudes are literally leaving us from Vols. But anyway, Vol's gonna be dope. Make sure you're out at Vol. Shoot Your Shots happening. It's out at Amber Lounge. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you come through. You know the deal. You know the story. It's going down 3rd of May. You know what time it is. Vol, we know you're cooking. We know. We out there. You know what I mean? While recrossing, Shoot Your Shots going down. Trust me. Right?
By the way, I did ask DJ Switch to pack his swimsuit and rock with us. He declined.
No, you did not.
I did.
That's a lie.
I did.
That's a lie. I didn't get an email. So
okay.
And I can show you the DMs, bro. I can show you anything, bro. I got receipts, bro.
I'll ask my manager to send you a DM.
Oh, it's too late now, isn't it?
Yeah, actually. For the next one.
Yo, you don't even want to know the next one. Oh, I'm just praying, Lord. Please.
I know he'll operate you. Don't
trust me. All right, so we're gonna get into it. We got Correction Beats on the beat pack. Let's get into this right now. Wait, let's not do this one. Let's. Now listen. Let's
I like that one.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we go. It is Correction Beats. It's your boy DJ Switch and XAVIER fucking Thomas.
Yo.
He's doing a big show this weekend. Make sure you check him out. We're out at AMP Studios. Let's get it, sir.
Yeah. So your boy Xavier fucking Thomas, man. Put me on switch. We in the building. Yo. Nyakungithole mhlapala ngaphandle, got too many ops. Anyakungithole with the same baddie, I tied too many knots. Time is money, when I make it, I don't do no tiki-talks. Your main chick, slally trap pass, zinja zam, tiki-talk. Man, this my own fade and jack. I'm dropping heat like every season. Bring the summer, bring the kaza. I don't talk without no dotted line, just send a contraga. Told my shadies if you got no passport, uzosala. Tell a hate usazokwala. Kumkani, that's the gamma. 6'4" e drama, grandpa e kanda. All about my squammer. Never gonna miss that bag, I'm never gonna lamba.
Oh,
Man.
hey.
Man, it's like, it's funny how they gatekeep the lock picker, the door kicker, keys to the beamer like Sim Simmer. I never touch waist except my girl figure. Wait.
All right. I know you got more, right? Okay.
I like that one. I like that one.
Okay,
Shout out.
okay.
Was that correction beats?
Yeah, that's correction beats.
That
was correction beats. Okay.
That was dope. I
If
like that one.
you're gonna go see the first one he did,
I like that one. That one
and he
was
did one. That was one, right?
dope.
He only
this
did one the last episode.
We did two. Okay, we did two. I think we did two.
All right.
I want to hear the drop though.
Yeah. Okay, wait, no, not this one. This is. Okay. Here we go. It's not actually. Yeah, let's go on this one. Yes, sir. Xavier in the building. It's your boy DJ Switch. Correction beats. Let's get it, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Oh, wait.
Correction beats out of Northwest. Let's get it.
Man, fuck the iOS update. The rap game really need a kumkani update. Shawty really tripping cause I might forgot her birthday. Fuck it, man, I took my new shawty on a first date. Bad bitch contest, Tushala Dago first place.
Hey.
I'm skipping these niggas like February 29th is the damn date. You know the cost to be the boss, you gotta keep your taxes up to date. You know the SARS will turn you niggas to a mom kize. Living in a glass house with funo porceliche. It's the Henny, it's the mic, and then it's me. Pass it like a relay. My pen is somewhere lapi Google Maps and yegi fige. Cold City hip hop and yenzi village. I gotta check cause I just opened up my damn email. Trying to move the music just like TFG do with the retail. Yeah, with the retail.
Okay, is that one? Okay. All right.
Yo, these beats are mad.
All right.
Are mad.
Here we go. So correction beats. Northwest is hot like that. Check him out on Like Water mixtape with P.O.
Oh, shout out.
Here we go. This is the fire one. Let's see if he holds this one. Yo, bro, this is like okay. This is in a minute. It's a minute. The beat is a minute, but we'll start it again if you want to hear it again.
Yeah, can I hear it again, man? Can I hear this? Just drop it one last time. Ooh,
let's go, bro.
Drop it one last time.
But it's got this intro.
Drop it one last time. Thing is, you are chopping it up on the intro. It's your boy DJ Switch, the mixtape king.
That's right. It's Xavier fucking Thomas, bro. We gotta do this, bro. That's right. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Xavier fucking Thomas. Correction beats. M Studios. He did this actually at. I'll talk about what he did. I saw this little trick he did at Redull BCOne. But hey, let's go, Xavier.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna give you this if you don't come correct. We just started the beat for the second time.
Okay, fine. Play another beat then, since you wanna act up on me. It's fine. I'll kill another one. It's fine. Did we not do this one?
Yeah, we did do this one. Okay, this is the angry one. All right, here we go. Correction beats. You gotta love it when artists adapt to sounds they've never heard before.
Yeah.
And
I like
all these
this one.
scripts that they've got. All right, here we go. Xavier fucking Thomas, correction beats. Of course, your boy. Gee, yes sir.
I'm high spliff, high risk, high maintenance. I'm streetwise, transformed into intelligence. But you lugila cause my foot is where the pedal is. My ex tripping cause she don't know where the old me is. When the circle hard to leave cause I belong here. I've never touched a CDJ, I'm still a pioneer. And if you're talking about all my damn haters, man, none of them could even get near. Man, Kalisa Mistatul Eddie Foams on the floor. Man, if you're talking about the raps and all that money, man, you know I gotta get that shit galore. Man, open up the floor, I might just bust another rap. Man, if you're trying to stop some shot with me, man, don't even try that shit with me, I mean. Nah, keep it rocking real quick.
Oh, we don't have much time on that. We have to restart it though.
Give me another one, then it's fine. I'm doing 4 beats.
Okay, let's
Is that
do this
4?
one.
Is that 4?
That's the-
we'll say
let's
we'll
try
say
this
3.
again.
We'll say 3.
Let's try
I
this
didn't really hoe you that
That
one.
CDJ one was from the rap battle. I remember that one.
I never said that shit ever.
Yes, you did.
I never said that shit ever.
I like that one. All right.
Alright.
I'm not a CDJ. I'm just a pioneer. Jeez.
Yo.
Okay, correction beats. Let's get it.
Came off the top like it's a motherfucking headache. Yeah. Came off the top like it's a motherfucking headache. Lomtano tando guba pede. The shawty's really getting petty. Alright. Let's go. Came up the top like a headache. I'm done no time to go by petty. I'm sick calling out the medics. Kill it one time, no edit. Kill it one time, no edit. I'm a tease boy and you Shelly. Like a 10K and I'm steady. Cheese boy and you Shelly. Never short with the mates. I'm a steady in the movie credits. And I'm in the park like Ellis. And I thought I came to take Alice. I'm a cheese boy, yo rubbish. I don't drop trash, yo rubbish. I'm on a green, no cabbage.
Damn.
Just a little something.
I see you.
Just a little something.
That's the joint. That's the beat though, right? Sheesh. Correction.
That's a little something. That's just a little something. You want me to chop it up again? You must tell me if you want to hear me rap some more, man. I eat these beats up like I fucking eat some more, man.
you
No
messed up
biscuits, man. I could go off the top with this, man. All these rappers really wish that they could do this, man. I hold a mic and I might just shoot it like a damn cam. Kick it like it's Van Damme, man. I got too much water on me, man. I just might just break the fucking walls of Van Damme. Man, these rappers couldn't even give a damn. Man, if you're talking about the wave, man, I never swim. All these niggas swam, and I never drown. And I'm always dripping, and I'm never missing. All these niggas tie their laces. All they do is tripping. You should check my missus. She looking like a kettle mine with a little biscuit. I'm trying to hit the biscuit. Every time I hit the shit, man, niggas wanna get they. Man, the shawty trying to get my dick licked. I'm really trying to act like a misfit.
We're gonna end it off right there, man. Yo, we could chop for long
we
on
could chop
this.
for long. We could do a mixtape right here, man.
We could, right? Shit, we should actually do that. We should do a full-on live stream.
Live studio mixtape.
I
with
think
the
we should do
Mixtape
that.
King.
Live stream when we're doing the Black Friday.
Yeah.
We'll live stream
Shout
that
out,
for like
shout
2
out.
days out
Shout
here at
out.
Abs.
I like that. I like
Slim,
that.
come on, man.
And they must hook up the chow as well. If it's 2
Yeah,
days, we must chow.
I gotta sort that out.
Yeah, you know.
You might even stay at the hotel, but you can't bring any.
Then now, where's the motivation now? We need them in there in
You
the
want
studio.
chows
You want one chow
and you want motivation.
Yeah.
The motivation is the food, and then the whole ambiance thing. That is it.
Did you not see Ghana when he wrote? There was this album he dropped early times, and it was just he went to the Bahamas, some kind of an island thing, and he literally just had girls rubbing in him like as he was recording, and I was like, damn,
Not Ghana
man,
yet, bro.
my
Not
guy's
Ghana
tapping
yet.
in, but he's tapping in. He needs to bring out that thing. It's real. It's real. It's real out here, man.
Oh man, I was just thinking about it, but I mean, this is the thing. The beautiful thing is about, I met XAVIER about 3 years ago, and we're building this community, and we're gonna build a bigger community. It's gonna get bigger, and we're gonna see some flakers come along. They're gonna be in and gonna be out, and we're gonna see some people that actually stick around and stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can only monitor your progress. The more times you show up. You know what I mean? So we'll see who makes the most noise. But it's been a great show. Second time, our first artist, we bring him back for the second time, and it was definitely deserved. He'll be out at Rick Ross out in Durban this weekend. Of course, Shoot Your Shot will be happening out in the Val. 3rd of May, it's going down at Amber Lounge. Make sure you pull up. Trust me, you want to be there. You feel me? And bro, all the best and congratulations.
Thank you, OG.
And
Much love.
yeah, man. We still hope you'll take my calls after Rick Ross.
I'm always gonna take OG's calls.
Maybe you're gonna hopefully bring me some ballet.
If you want, you should have asked me. I could have brought you now.
He's lying, right?
You think I'm playing?
He's lying. Oh, it's real. So you didn't want to bring me some.
You didn't say anything. You didn't ask.
It's not like you're showing that you got the stalker at home.
You know my team. I got like 50 niggas at home.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
I like 50 niggas. They'll finish that Bel case now. Those guys.
That's the truth.
They'll chow it now. Those guys. They don't play.
Same time, same place. Make sure you catch us every Wednesday out here on the tube. Make sure you like, subscribe, give us those super thanks, and we'll see you Thomas fucking Xavier. I always do this. Xavier fucking Thomas, your boy DJ Switch, just like that. We out.
Issue.
Is that a cut?